Continuing with Godfre Ray King's discourse. If you will not examine yourself and look closely at your own world and what is acting in it, and then go to work and clean house, and this is a continual process, how do you expect to become a master? I hope that you do not expect us to do it for you. As you do clean house, and by that I mean that you ask your presence to remove from your mind, body, and world anything that is less than perfect, you will be amazed if you sincerely ask your presence will draw so near that its assistance and sustaining power will be a never-ending joy and blessing to you and all that contact your world. And people will say, "What is it about you that is different? You seem to have changed," and you will find that people will be drawn to you without their knowing why, and you will become a great blessing to others wherever you move, wherever we move you. For then, and only then, will we be able to use you in the more than human work which we are about. For whatever you have overcome will you be able to help others to overcome. What joy will be yours as you are able to render to others that great service. Truly it is more blessed to give than to receive. As the service in which we are able to use you expands, as you become a greater and even greater son, the love and assistance of the legions of light through your own outpouring to others will raise and bless you far more than your ability to bless. And far from your energy being depleted, you will find that your energy, your vitality, is growing and growing all the time. And you will find that you will become a great battery of energy for a loving service. The limitless light of God will pour forth from you at all times. And once again shall you be a son of God. I want to tell you that many times you will find yourselves in situations where you are face to face with another individual and you seem to have nothing in common and you do not know the reason for your being there. Well, you must just make the call to your presence that you will be shown immediately what the reason is that you are there and what you are to do. I suggest that you say something to the effect, "I am the presence of God in this situation, doing what I am meant to do, saying what I am meant to say, in perfect divine order." Then go ahead and continue to talk or do whatever feels like the natural thing to keep the ball rolling. And you will then, as you go along, begin to get the right feeling on what is to transpire, what you are to say, or perhaps what it is that the individual has to say that may be of importance or assistance to you. Just be natural. You must give no indication that you are doing anything out of the ordinary, no matter how dynamic your inner call may be. And then be patient. Oh, be patient. Be patient. How I wish that I could emphasize that. Just stay relaxed and know that the presence of God is at work to bring about the perfect divine plan for that situation. And many times you will not know or even have the slightest inkling what the plan is, but you just go ahead in a most natural way from one moment to the next as you feel your inner guidance coming forth. And you will be surprised at how easy and how natural a thing it is to get your divine guidance at every moment, no matter where you are. And many times, people to whom you are talking will say, "Why, that is just what I needed to hear. How did you know?" And you will say, "Oh, I just had the feeling that you might be interested to know that." Or some other natural thing, to give not the slightest indication of the inner work that you are doing. For the first law and motto of the great white brotherhood is to know, to dare, to do, and to be silent. And silent you must be. Furthermore, do not get to thinking that because you know the law that you are superior to anyone. For many times the reason that you will have been brought into contact with another individual, no matter how humble in appearance or ignorant of things spiritual they may seem, will be because that one has something that we wish you to hear, or will tell you that one thing which at the moment you may be in need of more than anything else. And many are the times that we pass among you and you know us not. Many are the ones that have met and talked with ascended masters, working in tangible, visible form, unawares. And believe me, dear ones, in such cases, it has always been our way to take the appearance of one humble and ordinary in appearance and manner. Expect to meet us, and if you treat all that you meet as masters, perhaps you shall, as the service to be rendered allows. Remember, the light of God is within everyone. We are among you always, whether in tangible form or not. And as you seek to aid one another, your fellow brothers and sisters, you open the doorway for us into your lives and worlds. And I tell you, my dear friends, we will be most happy to be able to enter in at that doorway. And I say to you now, we shall enter in. And what a time we shall have then, shall we not, when we can talk heart to heart. And what is preventing that time from being now? Dear hearts, let us talk for a moment about a condition that I know is troubling many of you, and that is the appalling relationship that some of you have with your dear parents, the dear souls that volunteered to bring you into this world, which, believe me, knowing some of you as I do, was a brave thing to do, and who, misguided through some of them, though some of them may be, have tried so hard to raise you and teach you to the best extent that they were able, as they believed to be proper, and against whom you have struggled to the point that you no longer have that beautiful, harmonious relationship of parent and child, which is the divine plan, and which our Creator intended. This is something which must, and I say simply must, be rectified if you are to advance. For it is not by chance that you are with these parents. You, dear ones, chose these parents, and they chose you. And although you may have had to go through seemingly unendurable hardships on each other's accounts, I say to you, one day you shall see the wisdom of this association with each other. You will see what it is that has drawn you together in the embodiment, and you will, through that realization, learn to love these dear ones as the flames of God that they are, evolving as are you, each in his own right. But until such time as you do realize the true reason for your being in each situation that you find yourself, I humbly suggest that you learn to be as kind as you can be, and to try and get along, even though you may feel ignored as an individual person in your own right, or greatly wronged, or misunderstood. For to learn to manifest harmony always and under the most adverse conditions is one of the greatest lessons and tests that you will ever have to undergo. And what better place to undergo it than in your own home? You must never allow yourself to feel holier than thou, for you know that you are not. And though you may have advanced very far along the path, I say to you, you could not have done so without your parents. And there is much that you have still to learn from them. It was their love that brought you into being, and no matter how much that love seems to have waned, it is still there if you will take the time and call on the law of forgiveness. Call the fire of forgiveness into action to consume all human discord, all humanly created resentment, doubt, fear, and all wrongly qualified energy of the past that has been causing you to see only the outside of each other rather than the true Christ selves, the one. And when you see that one, what a glorious day it shall be. How happy you shall be, and how happy we too shall be. For in that very one is your true home, your sure, certain victory over all human binding conditions forever. The doorway into the unlimited consciousness of the ascended state. And I want you to know that there are many of us in this state now who on the earth were parents and children of each other, and who now are working together in greatest love and harmony with each other as pure, free beings in the great white brotherhood of universal divine love. How you dear ones would benefit if you would just only let go and just be at peace with one another. Just let each other be, with the space each needs to explore and operate freely, each in his own world, without the judgment and condemnation of the other.